Well, hello guys and gals. I hope this video finds you well. Today I want to bring you a video in regards to SPWR, staying a little bit familiar here. Just a quick reminder, if there is no trade, do not force it. There are times that the market is a little boring. Boring is good. It's supposed to be a little boring sometimes. I know that, we get emotionally involved with trades, and sometimes, things happen. But I'm trying to make this quick here. I don't want to take too much of your time today. Looking at something, looking a little bit towards the left here, and the prior highs, to show you something how yesterday into the close we saw this massive flush, and although it doesn't show here, there was a level in the pre-market hours here pretty decent and pretty close to these levels here in the 15-minute, and this is exactly when Trump came out and said that he was actually pushing and pulling everything back in regards to the coronavirus stimulus plan, and everything started sinking, right? So I saw that plunging down, and I wrote it in chat, something's going on because everything is dropping, and I am not 100% what happened right there and then. Maybe 30 seconds to a minute after, some news popped on my phone, and I was able to see the headlines, and what happened was that he actually came out to say that, right? So, well, today, keeping it a little bit familiar here, we had right out of the gates SPWR after the big flush that we had yesterday, coming up pretty strongly on top of the consolidation 1594 daily level. Showing you the daily here. We have right here $15.94, and today we saw that level holding on right on top, coming into the opening bell. And so here's the thing, we're gonna put the trend line here to see what it shows us. I honestly didn't really pay much attention to that old trend line there, so let's see what it looks like when we go back here, see if it was any level that was actually decent coming into that. But right out of the gates today, you see a ramp up here on top of the 1640. You see, well, that's the level right there, then pushing on top of the daily level right here, holding the prior one 1594, coming up on top of the VWAP, and then started to give us a decent flag formation. This morning we had 1, 2, 3, and 4 red candles right here. I don't know why in the world now the color switched on this candle, because it was red. So we had 4 red candles here. This is a 1 minute time frame, which means that we had a bull flag pattern, 2 red candles on 2 minute time frame coming up right here, 2 red candles on consolidation and pushing up. Right here we had the first green candle, and then we made new highs on top of the last candle here, $16.69, pushing nice to break that flag formation with a high here 1737. We're talking here about, let's see, 66 cents. We start to consolidate, find a little bit of support. I took another trade here long. Here it was holding the $17.09, 10 cents. Here you go. And started to get a little bit heavy though, holding the highs here. I wanted to have that flush come down, and then you can see an inverted Hamilton 1 coming right back up. I wanted to see this push right back to the high day, but it started to get really heavy, and although it was a little bit of demand, the supply was really strong right on that spot, and I felt that it was not a decent spot to be holding long. So I stepped out, and then I noticed this thing just came down under that 17.9, 17.10 area that was holding there. You can see here 1711 and 1709, 1710. So this area had multiple levels of support, and it got pretty strong. This is a decent flag, but this is a bear trap pattern, pretty much bear trap pattern formation here. It makes you believe that the range is gonna hold, come right back up, break the higher day. Look at the flag formation coming up on the 5 consolidation, and I was actually expecting this to hold and break, but when it broke under, I said, man, I missed a pretty decent opportunity here for this short under this area. And then especially now when we flushed down the first time around, it tested the VWAP, came up, and then it printed the bear flag pattern coming down pretty strong, and he flushed right back down here onto the VWAP. I said, man, I've missed it, but I didn't chase it, and that's actually a pretty decent thing that I did. I wanted to not anticipate, and I didn't want to get emotionally involved in this trade, so I let it run. And thankfully that I actually did, because it was just a trap. Look at how we held on top of the 50 simple moving average on the 1, came right back up, roaring up, and what it did was that he held here on the VWAP and came roaring right back up to break, giving us another level consolidation right here. This flag formation breaking the level here when he started to break on the 1734, 1740 area, pushed up, went back to 1770. This is a decent 35-cent flag in here, and it started to flag here. Now, there's one thing that I spoke about the other day with you guys. I let this one go. I didn't get right back in. Started to watch it, but it felt not really in the best way. So what I was trying to do was wait to for a retest of the VWAP and then a bounce from it. But when I started to look at this thing, it looked like the trend was actually being a little tired, right? Some kind of tiresome, and I started to feel uneasy getting an entry around here. So what I was planning to do, and it's very bad, and I felt so messed up because I actually missed it. I had a massive headache, and I had to take like a 30-minute nap after lunch, right? So I went to one-on-one meeting with my son, and when I came back, I was feeling so messed up. I had to take a little nap, close my eyes. And this is one of the patterns that I actually like, and that I actually do write about on the trading group here. When it comes down to the VWAP, I wait for a little flush, and then a little bit of consolidation, comes right back up and retests the prior area, and then it flushes down. Look at how it did right here. Came under, starts to consolidate, came up, retest down, retest, and come right back under. Look at, see right here, $17.39, $17.39 for this area of the support right here. And so it started to give us a little range here, a little flag formation when the tide was already shifted from a bullish trend towards a bearish trend, right? It starts to give us this range and starts to give us this support here and resistance. If you want to, you can make a parallel line right here to give you that range. But anyway, we're gonna use the VWAP here as that resistance. So as you see here, when it starts to reject the VWAP again, what it does is that it comes right back down, roaring down. And look at here how it comes, consolidates on the 5 around here, doji on the 5 on this area, and then flush right back down again. We're gonna look back to a prior support area on the 1. And if you look at right here, this range, we're gonna put a trend line here, intraday trend line, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna put, I like to put my trend lines yellow for the intraday areas, so that way I know what I'm talking about here. And so we're gonna take it back here for a second. Okay, take it back. Okay, so yellow trend line, look at how this congested area here held on the 1 minute, right? Around the same area, we had a low of this candles, $16.93. We got a $16.91. So it held, right, around the same spot right here, right? Comes right back up, and this is another pattern that I show on the course and the video, although the course is not ready yet, it's not finished. But on the video lessons, in the lessons tab or the lessons channel inside a private trading group, I show you guys how to trade this 5-minute bounces. Look at right here how it flushes down onto the view app and then gives you this bounce, gives you from 1 to 3 green candles. And let me just take it back here to show you exactly the area that to look for. A little bit of an example. We got a high here at 17.15, we got a high here 17.13 and 17.15. so if you look at here, this area comes right back up to retest one of these candles, starts to hover and consolidate on the top, then it gives you a hanging man on the 5, comes right back down, slamming down to test the prior low and come down to again the prior area are congested. This candle, although I'm gonna delete it right away, but 1680, I'm gonna put a trend line here to go back and show you 1680 right here, 1683, right? And I talk about this type of stuff by the penny not being an absolute number. Pretty close to the area, holding that support right there in several areas, several levels of support. 1683, pardon me, 1683, and 2 candles, 3 candles, 4 candles, and then giving you that inverted hammer right here, and this doji inverted hammer, and then a hammer, and right back up to retest the prior resistance here, 1715, and back up towards the view app, right? There you go. Consolidation starts to hover around here, and that consolidation breaks to come right back up and retest the view app here for that pullback. You can assume that the view app areas are gonna hold, sometimes hold in meaning that it's gonna reject if it's coming right back up from under the view app, and if it's coming from on top of the view app, you can expect that it will actually hold that as it did right here at the beginning of the day. But today I just wanted to show you this small video, hoping that this video finds you well and that this little video lesson here helps you in any way that was actually convenient for you. So I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy trading.